Oh, that was a quick transition in audio. I would have expected the audio to go down. I suppose you heard the audio this time. I figured it out. I wanted to see if I was able to put some audio in there. If the audio is crap, well, let me know. So anyway, this is part two of assembling, breadboarding the memory into the 6309 project, version 2. I did all the addresses and control lines earlier. Now all I need to do, I had to go to dinner, eat a bit, rest a bit, and I'm going to do the data lines and a few 1 or 2 control lines and 3 address lines to put on top so it's ready for the MMU. Anyway, let's go to the bench over there. So top cam is this one. And let me switch over to here. So hopefully you can still hear me. Let me get my glasses. All right. So earlier this afternoon, we wired all the address bus over here. Put the ROM here and the RAM here. Actually, it's a flash, not a ROM. If you the control lines are going. There's a read, there's the write. Oh no, actually the read to write is coming from here. The ROM chip select, the RAM output enable, etc. So basically, that's the plan for today. I made a few corrections. The only thing here, I will not be writing to the flash anymore. I don't see the purpose. This won't be the firmware update button, but rather a bank select button. And so I tied the program to high, so there's no problems. And here, address lines 13, 14, and 15, and MREC at chip select will be installed at the very last because we need to have access to that for the MMU when we are going to do that episode. Right. The reason I'm doing these last is because when I started with A15 going down all the way to A0, it would have buried those lines underneath. Same with the control lines. Anyway, I managed also to finish these ties to the power lanes. At least that's done. All right. Now we have one person in the chat. Don't be shy to sound off who you are. It'd be nice. Oh, knocked it off. I knocked it over. Sorry. All right. So address lines. The CPU is here. It goes to a 245 buffer. and from the buffer it goes to damping resistors right here. So I have to pick up the data from here and bring them all over, all the way this way up to here. It's a long trip to go over there. So let's start. So I will use yellow wire for the data line. I will not talk as much as I did earlier because, well, there's not many people in the chat today. So data 0 starts at 13 and goes 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 20. At least they're consecutive. That's good. So that means I could start actually with D7 at 21 because D7 is here, D0 is here. It's going to be easier to start from there. So it starts at 20, stops at 21, right? And this one I require 22 for MREC. Okay, 21 is here. So right after 60. All right, okay. So I can. Oh, hello, Trina. Hello, David. Yes, I'm still going. I told myself, well, there's only the data lines to be done yet. It's a new stream, by the way. It's only like 9 minutes. Hello there, Annie Talks. Lots of good progress. Yes, actually, it could have been a lot faster if I wasn't talking. But then there would be no stream. It would be boring, right? I have to set it up so I can use some sort of StreamYard so I can have people on board so we can live chat. It'd be interesting. Now, where was I? So I'm picking up D7, which is this one. What's the best path? I need to go here. So I shall go like this. Crossover. Go like this. Go here. And D7. Yeah, and then D7. Is that the shortest route or the simplest route? Yeah, okay, let's do that. These will get crushed a bit. I'm not sure I like the path. Yeah, it'll work. It'll do. It will do. So back from work, David? How was it? The coffee held up? Or are you still at work? Ooh, I don't like that. This, I need to do a curb. Like so, and go back down. Like so. Like this. D7. Right here. No. There it is. I don't think I'm going to go over the wire. Lunchtime. Oh, okay. Working from home. Good. I don't always have the opportunity to work from home, alas. Sometimes. I try to take the Fridays, though. I think I'll use some mini tie wraps once everything's done. Oh, you know what I don't like? The ROM. If I put wires right here, if I put wires right there, I won't be able to go and remove the ROM with a flash easily. I'll always have wires in the way. So that means I have to go another way. I don't particularly want to go here because you know why, right? What's going to happen is I'm going to have a ton, and I do mean a ton. I am about what is that? 1 inches. It's going up high. So I will cross over. Do I need anything to maintain here? These, no. These, maybe. Oh yeah, maybe I need to change those if the values aren't correct. This is important to be accessible for maintenance. Yeah, you're gonna tell me that all the chips are important? Yeah, they are. All right, go from here. And I don't want to put anything here until there's actual devices there. Okay, that's gonna look weird. Maybe I should have put the buffer here. So everything would have been accessible here. But the PLDs would have been ungrouped. What type of work do you do, David? If you don't mind me asking. AWS Cloud Engineering. Oh, okay. Interesting. How did you get into retro stuff? What's your most prized possession in the retro range? More yellow wire. Do I have yellow? Oh boy. Is that? Oh, phew. I said that's not much, but I still have another one. Phew. Single core. Empty spool. Recyclable. I'd say my own build, and then maybe Z80 Retro and the Z80 Nouveau. Oh, so you follow John Winans? That's right. I saw you there. That's why you seemed familiar. I kept seeing posts on the Discord server. Now it clicks. Yeah, yeah. John's a very good teacher. That's why. That's when I built my Z80 system. Then I got convinced about the 6809, 6309. Otherwise, I would have stayed with a Z80. Yeah, I have an Abu too. I just haven't played around with it. I have both boxes plus the adapter. Should do something with it eventually. Probably gonna go and play with the Z80 eventually. Also, when I finish this project, if it finishes, I don't know if I'm gonna finish. Imagine that I work on this project all this time, all this effort, get Nitrous 9 to work, and then poof, I stop and go back to Z80. No, I don't think so. I like the Z80 more than the 6502 actually, because it's got more registers and it's got 16-bit registers too, like the 6809. The 6309 is also amazing compared to the 6809, but you know that, I think. But my first is of course the 6502. Got 4 boards for it. Have you ever seen them? Probably in one of my videos. If you looked at it, I probably showed them off. Well, I probably in the early 6502 videos, which were crap. You'll probably see them there too. But when I did the Z80 videos, I think I went through them to show where I'm at. Yeah, but you're a programmer. See, I'm not. I'm a hardware guy. I might have fun with hardware. I dabble in software. I mean, I've made my own monitor program, which I think is pretty good indeed. I took the time to do it, see how others did it, what's required about a monitor, and it's pretty advanced, if I may say so. The disadvantage, no, not disadvantage, yeah. The advantage of the Z80 and the 6809 and 6309 is I was able to develop much faster. I didn't have to contend with the fact that I'm stuck with very limited 8-bit registers. Yeah, I guess you're never a programmer until you start. True, never a carpenter until you start making stuff with wood. Yeah, I'm not bad, or I used to be not bad. I mean, I took a break when I got. That's what episode 0 talks about in my latest videos. I took a break because I renovated the house and got married. Found a girlfriend, and got married. A lot of action there, huh? And I don't like it when they go apart. There, come on, there. And so I stopped my projects, stopped programming, and you sort of forget a bit. It's going to come back for sure. I'm pretty sure about that. And anyway, I'm just going to reference the code I did on my monitor. And say, oh, yeah, that's right. That's how I did it. But 6502, I pretty much did the exactly what I did with the Z80 and the 6809. But of course, every time it evolved. But basically, the basic stuff was there. But it's a lot heavier. Not heavier, but there's a lot to contend with. A lot of movements and stuff like that. Take, for example, the 6309. You have a divide instruction, multiply instruction, and it can be done in 32 bits too, because it's got a 32-bit register when you assemble them together. And try to do that on a 6502. Yeah, for sure, it takes a lot of cycles. But it's going to be faster than a 6502. But I like the 6502 nonetheless, even though I think it has flaws. When you touch the Z80 and the 6309, oh yeah. But I did make 4 PCBs on the 6502, 4 fully fledged computers, right? So to show that, yeah, I did spend a lot of time on the 6502. A couple of years, actually. Z80, I didn't spend that much time. Will you try to emulate this board? If you give me pointers on how to make an emulator, sure, why not? I mean, emulate the CPU. I'm sure there's a core somewhere out there that exists. Then it's just a question of making sure all the I/O are properly addressed, I guess. I've never made an emulator, honestly, but I'm always was interested in trying. Still am. There's no doubt that more, of course, yeah, more registers, the better. Unless you like a challenge. The 6502.org website forum was my go-to place for the longest time. Probably people don't recognize me anymore. For sure. I haven't been there for years. But the Shadow ROM that I'm using, the technology, or rather the idea, it's not using the same logic, because I'm using basically a flip-flop for it, internal to a PLD. Comes from John's design, by the way. Did you know that? The OR and NAND gates that he's using. My board has SD card support and is its own file system, audio, and TMS 99188. All on 60. Oh, wow. The challenge was real. Okay, wait a minute. That is, I'll show you something. This is my masterpiece. What am I doing? I'm doing some breadboard, and I'm finishing the data lines on it for the 6309. But David was talking to me about the 6502, and I was telling him how I made some stuff on the 6502 too. But David, here is my board. It's got two serial port, well, a bastard serial port here. Oh, you've seen it. Oh yeah, probably. PS2 mouse and keyboard, 2 NES, TMS 9918A right here with the static RAM, 4 PSG AY38910, and VRAM with a real-time clock, ROM, RAM, CPU 6502, couple of clocks. Yep, this was something. That's a 6502, but that's an old machine, Sam. What I'm working on today, and this is my new stuff that I'm like passionate about, is the 6309, which is basically Hitachi's version of the 6809. I don't know if you know the difference, but am I making a time machine? I wish I'd go back in time and do. I don't know yet. At least find lottery numbers for the go forward and then come back. Anyway. Is that the better use of a time machine? It'll probably cost me $1 billion to make a time machine. Anyways, I digress. Basically, 6309. It's got bus buffers for the day line with inline damping resistors, damping, and then data buffer, address bus buffers with their series resistor for damping any bad echo, not echoes. I won't say it. Come on. Okay, me can't speak right now. Reflections. Thank you. You got here 4 PLDs for the glue logic, which handles a lot of things. Main address decode for memory regions and a few IO decode purely. You got here the junk drawer of PLD activity. And this is a wait state generator that will make the system. Okay, let me start over. Not start over, but the IO decoder right here, it spits out also when it's selected. Let's say you have a VDP like the Yamaha V9958 and you're running too fast for it on the CPU clockwise. Well, you can tell it, well, here, put 1, 2, or 3 wait states. So it spits out a 2-bit number depending on the speed of the processor and depending on the device. It will tell the wait state generator how many wait states it must put up. It's great, right? It also has, if it has wait lines, for example, like the 9958 does. So instead of reading for wait states, it's going to tell you when it's ready. And also this PLD will tell the CPU, you can actually program the CPU, not the CPU, the wait state generator, to say I want 1, 2, or 3 wait states permanently. So you can actually slow down the CPU. So meaning that if you go and address by default value 00, it's the fastest speed. 01 is 1 wait state. So you slow down. It's not a divide by 2. I say it's like a half speed, quarter speed, eighth of a speed. It's not true. When you look at the scope, it's more like, for example, I have a 1 megahertz crystal. So the 6802 divides that by 4 for particular reasons. But anyways, right now it's running at 250 kilohertz just for testing purposes. And then when I'm satisfied, I'll go to 4 or 16 megahertz, whatever. Anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, what was my point? I just simply forgot right now. Oh my freaking... Oh, yeah. So basically, it divides the clock up to a certain point by wait state. So you go down from 250 kilohertz to 200 to 115 to 75 or something. I forget the numbers exactly. So it's not a full divide by two, which is cool because sometimes when you divide by two all the time, it becomes ridiculous. So, for example, if I had a 4 megahertz crystal, if I was running at 1 megahertz, it would more likely look like 1 megahertz, 800, 600, 400, which is interesting. I'm probably going to start the CPU. Oh, and by the way, I took it out because I needed space, but it also controls, this one controls an LED according to the speed, right? I'm talking fast, sorry. So if the CPU runs at full speed, it's red. That means, yeah, it's running red hot. If it's running half speed, not half speed, or the speed below that, it's yellow. The speed after that, it's green. The speed after that is cyan. So it changes colors according on real time, depending on. There's no code in there. It's automatic. So since you're writing a byte to the registers of the PLD, it keeps it in memory until reset, and you can read it back also. So you can read back the value you wrote instead of keeping it in memory somewhere where you have to manage it. You don't. So that's interesting too. So that works. It's been tested yesterday, actually. Yesterday, no, the day before that. Finished my video yesterday. So you can check it out. I have a video series on the 6502. There's two series. The first series, I went pretty far, actually. This is it. That's the version 1. It's got an MMU on it with 2 megs of memory. So my attempt here is to make it smaller, more compact, more features. Yeah. And to run Nitrous 9. I don't know if you know OS 9 for the Coco 3 or the Gimme machines, or the gimmicks also. So OS 9, Nitrous 9 is like a modern version of OS 9, still being maintained today. So that's interesting. So I want to run an operating system. I used to have the 6502 system that I showed earlier. The problem is well, at the time I didn't find an operating system that's open source for it. I guess I could have used Fusix from, hindsight is always 2020. The Z80 though, there was CPM. I think there was another one too. But I switched to the 6809/6309. The advantage of the 6309, its big brother, is it has more instructions, a couple of more registers, and you can do 32-bit operations in an 8-bit computer. Imagine that. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm not working while I'm talking. Let's go back to work. All right, so where was I? So I got 3 data lines installed. Shall add 2 more. No, got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 more to put. Oh, really? A CPM like OS? That's interesting. Is it open source? What are the required specs for it? That's interesting, actually. Yeah, when everything is going to be tied down, it's going to look better. Right now, it's a bit... It's like somebody had too much static in their hair, but I wouldn't know what that is. I don't have any hair. Open source, cool. Did you know that John Winans was my exactly 100th subscriber? Yeah, he he wrote to me and told me. That's funny. Still listen to his videos, so captivating. I had a bit of an issue with the FPGA version. I guess I'm not there yet, but I really would like to try FPGAs one day. His Nouveau would be a good kickstart in that direction, I think. Well, at one time I bought a Mr. FPGA with everything on it. Well, almost everything on it. I think pretty much everything on it, to be honest. So I wonder if I could use that and get a 6309 core and make the emulator on that. Well, it's not really an emulator, but I would like to know to learn how to do an emulator though. $20, 8 hours to solder? Really? Why? Why was it so tedious? Yeah, never used it either. It's not in a box. It's right here on a shelf. Yeah, Mister. I even have the MT32 unit for it. I really have to learn how to use it. Basically, right now, it's I also got a D10 or a Nano, smaller version of it. Is it a D10? No, the other one's a D10. That one is a D0 Nano. Yeah, I bought it in the hopes that one day I shall learn FPGA. Ooh, yeah, surface mount. It's a surface mount. I haven't done much. It doesn't really scare me per se. It's just that my eyesight is really getting worse and worse, and I need some sort of microscope to actually do the work. I keep having to resort to this thing when I have to read a part number. So, were any of you present at the beginning of the stream? I wanted to know if you could hear the music this time. Change a setting in my computer so that my soundboard could feed back the music playing on OBS. Oop. We don't want junk in there. So you really like collecting FPGA development boards, huh? Well, I was on a roll until I met my now wife 2 years ago. We met, and it was really hit it off. Got married. I normally would never have done that, but Asian people tend to be more traditional, so I'm with interesting values or good values. So she was a keeper. So you're not going anywhere. That's not true. That's not what happened. But she says she's the one who wanted to marry me, at first, but I doubt it. I think it was me. Anyways, then in the process also I renovated the house, at least partially. So that put a damper on my development. So I had to pack everything, renovate the office that you probably see in some videos. Well, it no longer exists because right now my living room, it used to be in an office or in a room right near the living room, but right now it's a living room and a dining room. So now we can have people coming over. Before we didn't have room for that. All right. Emulator kit is a bunch of C programs for emulating different retro systems. Oh? Let me take a note of that before I forget. That's the name of the software, emulator kit. It's got a bunch of ICs. Does it have the TMS 99188 and stuff like that? Cool. Shall give it a go. So the three last ones, 10. Perfect. All right, this like this and like this and like these. We do these like this. Emulator kit. Why did I not learn of this sooner? Nope. Wrong. I've not done this correctly. So this goes like so. Like so. I'm going to speak like Inspector Clouseau. Remember that? The Pink Panther. Doo doo doo. Da 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 da. Yes, it's just a repo. Really? Oh, interesting. It's got pretty much all the CPUs too, I guess. Then yeah, for sure I'll emulate it. Does your dog bite? No. Ouch! I thought you said your dog didn't bite. This is not my dog. At least that's how I remember it was. How it was. Do you have a room? I'll go grab the other two from here. So that ways my rows here are intact. So if I get breadboards here or there, I can just go that way. Hopefully, I don't have to go down more than all of this, because that long board is going to be really long. All right, now where am I at? So D1 is this one here. D1 would be pin 13, 14. Just confirm that it is pin 14. D1 on the top one. D1 is 14. That is correct. The dog does not bite. Um, Well, that seems loose. There. Better. Will I reach it? Yes. Yeah, 6803 is supported. Yeah, the 6803. What about the 6309? Because the 6803 is the MCU version of the 6800, I think. No, 60. I forget. Supports RC bus, RC 2014. That's good. Oh, yeah. I'll go have a look at it. I'm pretty sure it must have a lot of things. TRC WM6009 is simulated. I'm pretty sure there must be other cores too. I guess. And last data line for the ROM. I need more yellow wire. That is not long enough. I need more wire, more. Should be enough for now. Phew. Yeah, I was thinking, am I recording? Yes, I am. Because I need this footage for my video. In 4K. I'm going to be editing in 4K next time. Oh yeah, I'll look it up. All right, the Flash or ROM, whichever best describes it, because I'm going to use it as a ROM, not as a Flash, is now fully connected for the data. Now need the RAM to be connected. So I guess the best course of action would just be to like this and go like this. This one, I can probably go this way. But this one, I need to go this way. All right. Now, since I'm going to be doubling up on these things, probably there too, can shift it away. Talking to myself. Strangely enough, I don't have any answers. Nobody's answering. All right. Let's start with the easy stuff. All right, now I have the Pink Panther theme in my head. What am I going to do with that? I'm stuck with it now. It's worse than a McDonald's commercial. Looks better from on top. When you look at it on the side, not so much. Mamma mia. Yeah, sorry, I'm not talking. I usually do. Oh, I usually do. That's coming from an introvert. uh, yeah, I'm trying to finish this fairly quickly. I mean, my wife arrives here at 9:30. Hopefully, it will be done by then. I mean, there's only like a few lines left. It's only 8 o'clock almost Eastern time. What time is it over there in New Zealand, Dave? 12-hour difference about? Four viewers, probably including me. No, I don't think so. I didn't put myself up there. So there's four viewers watching this content. I was wondering if you want to answer or not. I mean, not many people show off doing real time breadboarding, right? Usually it's edited and cut to its smallest common denominator. Do you like to see real time breadboarding stuff? It's an experiment for me right now. I mean, if people aren't interested, that's one thing. All right. So 8 more to go on this side. Oh, why am I hungry? I just ate. I think I'm gonna go grab a snack. No, not right now. After. After. And I said I can go this way instead, right? But it's gonna look weird. So I won't. Six people watching. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am currently finishing up what I started earlier. The blue are the address lines. Done that in the first stream, and part two is the data lines, and the remaining MMU reserved or attributed address lines, which are just 3 lines. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I decided to do this type of stream for those who just came in. See if there was any interest in seeing live breadboarding. If not, or not enough, then yeah, maybe I'll do something else. But if you're interested, leave a comment or put it in the chat. May do this again. And do give a like and subscribe, because I don't do this type of stuff really. Live is not my thing necessarily, but I do do long form videos about retro computer building. So if you've just joined in, subscribe and you'll look at a few videos. All right, now I feel congested. Not good. I'm not going to sleep well. And I don't have a cold. Oh, well, actually, my wife just arrived. I think I shall end the stream because she'll want to do stuff. So I changed webcam. So do come back some other time, and I'll finish that out of stream. So have a good night and see you next time. I do have a little thank you. Goodbye.